Hi, I'm Jeremy Crosby.
And I'm Nick Boucher. We're your hosts for the program that's all about your city, Talking Fitchburg.
Every weekday, we pull together the news, events, and information you need to stay on top of what's happening in the city of Fitchburg.
Find Talking Fitchburg on cable TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and our live stream on the web. Plus, you can find all our headlines and stories on Facebook, YouTube, and our video on demand service. This is your city.
Keep up with Talking Fitchburg and the issues affecting you and your neighbors.
Want to know what's happening in your city? Get Notify Me messages from the City of Fitchburg. Visit fitchburgwi.gov on your computer or mobile device and select the big Notify Me button on the left. Enter your email and/or phone number, whichever is best for you to get notifications. Scroll down the list and select all the topics you're interested in to receive email or text messages about. You'll be notified every time one of your topics is updated. Sign up for Notify Me. One more way to keep up with your Fitchburg government.
Welcome to the December 17, 2025 meeting of the Police and Fire Commission. First order on the agenda is call to order. The second item on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Third item on the agenda is approval of minutes. I'll take a motion to approve the November 19, 2025 minutes of the Police and Fire Commission. It's been properly moved and second. Any discussion? Hear none. All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. The minutes are approved. Next item on the agenda, number 4, public appearances for non-agenda items. We have someone from the public tonight that would like to make some comments. Mr. Anderson.
Please. Andrews, sit here.
You can come to the table.
Oh, sounds good. I'm gonna ad-lib this, folks. My name is John Endres. That's with an H, last name E-N-D-R-E-S. I'll try and keep this as 5 minutes, okay?
That's fine.
Okay. I just want to let you know I have a mental health illness. It involves memory issues. And it's gotten worse, actually, over the last, 10 years. And unfortunately, I was in Fitchburg, just about a mile down the street here on Fish Hatchery, when I was told, you got colon cancer. And I took it pretty well, you guys. And that was with Group Health Cooperative of South Central Wisconsin. I found out, that was on April Fool's Day of all days, 2016. And I found out about 8 weeks later, I started researching, because there were just reasons why I had to be concerned about how authentic that suspicion actually was. And I played my recording of the event to someone who said, "That's not funny, I'm not getting involved in your lawsuit." And it's then that I kind of realized, holy cow, I've got Group Health Cooperative suggesting colon cancer when it's not plausible. Well, let me just jump forward then to, is it Matt Leahy? Okay, I did ask Matt Leahy in 2018 to conduct an investigation. A number of things happened between 2016 and 2018 in terms of the court, Dane County Court. And it involved Jeff Wiswick, who's now retired, who's not here tonight, obviously, but I eventually asked Matt Leahy, I was actually directed to him. I said, would you please check into this? And Matt told me, well, I need a release of information. And that kind of dumbfounded me. And I supplied him with that release of information. And apparently that was conveyed to, I can't be certain. The same people who wanted that ROI from Mr. Leahy are the same people who gave bond testimony in Dane County Court 3 years later in 2019 to Supreme Court Judge Jill Karofsky. And I'm tape recording everything, whether it's my phone calls with Matt, Jeff Wissink, everybody, whether it's my arrest by Jeff Wissink, and I'm probably running low on my minutes. I've had the most difficult time trying to meet with you folks here. This always seemed to be Sarah. And my ability to communicate with Sarah, since 2019, it's really been impeded. And I'd like to ask for some help from the PFC. I'll wrap this up. I'd really appreciate it if I could have an open line of communication with you folks, however you demand that be, so that I can begin to unravel this absolute mess that's been created by some folks that I kind of question their honesty. And I'll leave it at that. I appreciate your time. I'll try and contact Sarah starting again tomorrow. I tried to call her again today. Her phone hangs up after 2 rings. And that's the case with Chad Bracklin and other folks. And Sarah's insinuated that it's a IT issue, and I tried to come here in 2021, and Aaron Richardson, your previous mayor, suggested the meeting was closed. I said, wait a minute. So I just want to let you know about the extent to which I've had to go and do prison time when I had no record, whatever. So I'm really determined to let the people of this community know what has happened here in Fitchburg, and I know this puts me in great peril. Obviously, when you complain about a cop, you're taking your life into your hands, much less your liberty. So I have no health care. That continues to be the case. I'm eligible for it, but I ain't receiving it. And I've got AFib and whatnot, so I kind of hope that I kind of keel over at any time. I'd get a lawyer that way, but right now I'm pro se, and any assistance that I can get from Sarah heretofore would certainly be appreciated. And I'll leave it at that, and I appreciate you for your time. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews.
And if you need an ROI, I'd be happy to provide one. Thanks again.
Okay, next on the agenda, agenda item number 5, report from Police Department, staffing report.
Absolutely. I'll wait for Sarah to pull it up here. Eventually, there it is. And I don't know if this is the first report since our recent reorganization, where we went from 55 authorized sworn to 54 now. But we also did a sergeant promotional process that you guys helped us out with last week. So it's showing our vacancies as 5 until those sergeants are able to get into their positions once they reach the minimum year qualification. With that, we're going to obviously be talking about some police officer vacancies coming up here, and hopefully sending us conditional offers. But that's kind of where we stand right now. I mean, as far as the field training or the academy, we're in a pretty good spot. Nobody's on training, which is awesome. Nobody's on restricted leave or duty, which is great. So I think we're trending in the right direction. Hopefully we can shore up some of those vacancies moving into the early part of next year. Any questions on the staffing report?
One question,
Yes,
Sarah, if you could go back to the eligible to retire.
Yes, sir.
Deputy Chief, is the number for 25, the 3, I mean, we're at the end of the year, but is that?
That's just that they're at the age 50 plus.
Okay, it's just a placeholder.
It's just kind of a placeholder, just to kind of keep a running tally for us of, okay, who could retire.
Okay.
Not that they've given us any indication that they're going to, so. Yep. Monthly update for November, it was a little bit quieter month, both citizen generated as well as officer initiated. If you look at some of the comparisons from November of last year to November of this year, there's like 200 to 300 or so traffic stops less this year than last year. I can't tell you exactly the reason why, and as well as, you know, there could be some decrease or increase of alternate side parking citations as opposed from last year to this year. But it was a steady month, and there was a couple events this month, or the month of November, which we participated in. The Stuff the Squad, which the cover is the photograph from, as well as we had our Birdie Derby on Thanksgiving Day. So I took some staffing requirements of the police department, but all in all, pretty steady month. Nothing jumping out at me necessarily. Any questions on that?
It looks like Angela's still on, but if we go into closed session right now, we just have to wait. Angela, are you almost to City Hall?
Yes. I am fish hatchery and email. So it's probably at least 10 more minutes.
Okay.
With the stops.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait to go into closed session until, we could ask to move up a chief staffing report.
That'd be nice.
Okay.
Let's do that. We're gonna jump ahead on the agenda, skip over closed session, and move to items 6A and B, 6A, staffing report from the fire department.
All right, so a little bit slower month, just a little bit for us as far as responses go. Just a reminder, we are seeing a quite an improvement on our false alarms as far as fire alarms go, and that's largely credited to our crews doing inspections and our fire marshal following up on those inspections. So that is a good thing. So yeah, and it looks like we might be like 1 or 2% above at end of the year based on how this month goes. So yeah, doing good there. Staffing wise, not reflected in these numbers are the folks that we brought on in November. So the 2 battalion chiefs as well as the 8 part-time firefighters. Sorry, paid on call firefighters. So they're completing all their onboarding this week. I think the last one is on Monday, and several of them have already started some of the training elements. So we're really looking forward to getting that additional staffing. Yeah, overtime, big number, but less than last year. Really working on that, and that's where those PO, our paid on call folks are really gonna help us out. And we have had some attrition, and then we're anticipating one more retirement this month, this week. And then mandatories, we had 4 in the month of November. And it looks like we'll have a few more than that this month. But manageable.
Chief, if you could talk about this photo here, because I wonder how well known to the citizenry of the responsibility of keeping the fire hydrants clean so that your folks don't have to do it, or is that not necessarily?
I wouldn't call it a responsibility.
Okay.
It's a great service that can help the city with. So we asked for 3 feet, a 3-foot radius around the hydrant. That way we can operate it. So the crews they'll go out anytime they notice one, they'll stop and they'll clean out around it. But we do a lot of social media stuff. FACTv does stuff about asking or requesting that the citizens help us out. And some folks aren't able to do it, and we get a lot of those phone calls, or we notice, and we'll go out and clean those hydrants out. And then the water utility as well helps us as well. And I think Public Works helps. I think everybody helps. I don't know, law enforcement, I'm sure. But no, I think we have a lot of cooperation out there. But if you're listening, thank you if you're doing that. Appreciate it.
I take your mind. I don't have any further questions on the report. There's not anything else at this time that we can cover on the agenda, with the exception, of course, closed session.
Seemed like the reports were really short today. Seemingly when I'm sitting in there, we talk a little bit longer on each one.
No, so just a lot of just, I would say business as usual this time around.
The calls for service were significantly decreased from October, so the activity wasn't necessarily there.
So the total weather maybe.
Could be weather, could just be the holidays, could be a variety of things.
I'm getting close to getting off. It was actually like 5 minutes late. It's usually a little bit early, and then we had people coming in with a chair. So the buses are fully equipped to have, ramp for people to get on and off their wheelchairs.
Well, why don't we go to item 7 on the agenda, and if there are any announcements, we could talk to those items. So are there any announcements that we want to make this evening?
We had Dane County had their annual Shop with a Cop event on December 7th, which our officers annually participate in, which was a great success as usual. We'll probably have a photograph of that for the next monthly update. We also had our annual food drive, which our executive assistant, Megan Christian, she does a great job in organizing that, and we made a fairly sizable donation to the Allied Food Pantry. Every year our community really steps up and responds to those things, so it's a great event and really gives back to those in need. I was mentioning during the event that I think it's really valuable that the kids from Eagle School participate in those types of things, because that's usually where we get our most donations from. That and Public Works, for some reason, those folks always step up really great. So, but it's really good to see those kids at Eagle School see the value in giving back to their community if they have the opportunity. So I really do appreciate the fact that they're so heavily involved in that program. So that's great. We also moved through all of our conditions for Paul Moniak, and he will be starting the academy next month, January 12th, at Madison College. So that'll be one of our 5 vacancies filled, so he can start that 720-hour journey at Madison College. So he'll probably graduate right around mid-May, I would anticipate, to get on field training. So aside from that, I think that's probably all the announcements we have from the PD.
Yeah, we had the city lights
That's right.
on Saturday, and obviously with the cold, we got together with everybody, law enforcement, communications, Lisa, and moved everything inside for Santa and all that, and the vehicles at Fire Station 1. And it was really, we just kind of threw together at the last minute, but I think it was a big success. It's nice to be warm, obviously, but we lit up all the trucks inside. There's a squad car inside, the SWAT vehicles that are there. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile was there inside. So the lights, and Jeremy brought over some Christmas trees and stuff. It was really neat, and the lights looked really good, and we had the lights off. So think it was a good, kind of audible for that. And so maybe look into the future to do that more. Then our union folks always do the Toys for Tots as well.
I was going to ask you about the toys.
Along the charitable stuff during the holiday season, so that was a success as well. Good stuff.
Great, I agree. Maybe speak a little bit about I think in between our two meetings here, the K-9 event.
Oh yeah, the Bark at the Bonfire, which was put on by the Fitchburg Law Enforcement Foundation. I'm not sure as far as what kind of proceeds were raised during that event, but it's a great event to support our continued needs of our K-9 unit, those things that Officer Hinojos or Chico might need for the care of the dog, for the training of the K-9, but then also with the potential of eventually adding a second K-9 in the future. And I think the foundation's also going to try to expand some of their reach or different priorities to hopefully bring some new technology to the department, especially when we move into the new building, hopefully in spring of 2027. So long as we don't have as hard a winter as we are currently, hopefully that'll stay on track. It looks like everything's trending in the right direction. So yeah, that was good. And then we had our department meeting, our annual police department meeting last week, which it's good to get everybody together so everybody hears the same message. So we're not playing a telephone game with everybody in the department. And it's good to. And this year actually we had a meal that everybody could participate in, which hadn't been offered in the past. So it was a good event. It was good to see everybody.
Good.
Fish hatchery and Kate being driving.
Are you stuck in traffic?
Yes, the left turn was kind of hard to get out. And then walking across the street was kind of hard. All the way across Fish hatchery and then left turn back out.
Let's be safe. We'll be here when you get here.
To all the citizens of Fitchburg, the buses are pretty good since we're on live recording.
We're gearing up for Youth Government Days. That'll be August, so it's a ways away, but we're already thinking ahead. So it's an event designed for middle school students to get them kind of thinking about government as a career profession for them in the future. So we're working, Sarah, she's in my department, she's working with JP Cullen, the construction that is doing that police facility, and they're going to do a tour. They're going to take the kids on a tour of the police facility in August. So it's kind of a neat that they'll be doing that. And police and fire and EMS and a number of city departments all get involved, and they do like a lot of hands-on. So you can't just talk to the students at that age. You got to get them, participate in doing stuff. So
You said middle school?
Yeah,
Are
middle
you
school.
targeting a particular middle school or just?
No, it's open to anybody, and it's free, and it's going to be 4 days this year. We provide lunch and snacks. You just have to drop your child off and pick them up at the end of the day. So, yeah, we were able to the first year offer transportation, like through like a Uber type of deal, but we've since lost that ability. So, but yeah. So if you know any middle school students, doesn't have to be Fitchburg residents. It could be any nearby community. But we filled up within our first week this year for registration, so it fills up really fast. So it's kind of exciting.
And where can we go to?
Yeah, so you'll see it out on social media, and there's going to be a link, and then you just click on the link, sign up your child, and that's it. There's no cost associated. So it's always that last week of August, usually between when daycare, the programs, the summer programming stops, and then school starts. So.
you guys will get an invitation from Public Safety for a Citizens Academy that we're gonna do next year. And we're gonna do a Kids Academy, probably like a kids camp as well. Kind of trial run that.
What's the age for the kids camp?
I think we're gonna just do 2 groups, like 10 and below and 10 and above, maybe.
That's a good idea.
Like 4-hour sessions, a couple Saturdays. So we're gonna try and all work together to EMS, law enforcement, everybody.
When's PD having Citizens Academy again?
So,
Is that the
yeah.
same?
It'd be-
Oh, so it's a
yeah,
public
it'd be a
safety.
public
public safety.
Wow,
EMS would be.
that's great.
These guys have done it before
Yeah.
successfully, so
Yeah.
we're trying to,
I was in their last recruit class in 2018.
Yeah, you were.
yeah, we're
It
trying
was
to
pretty neat.
join them. Bring it back.
So when Angela gets here, can we move on to closed session?
Yes.
I'm on a kind of time.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Need
I'm parked.
Yay. Careful, there's some ice spots, so careful when you're walking in.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, it's melting during the day.
Right,
And
it gets
turns-
cold at night.
turns a little cool.
We're doing it with us, starting from where?
The city county building,
Which city? Council?
Madison.
Madison. Yeah. Not this one.
We'll give you a moment to catch your breath and
Thank you.
we'll move on. Moving back up to item 5B on the agenda. It's closed session. I'll take us into closed session. Subsection C, Wisconsin statutes. The commission will move into closed session for the purpose of considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility. More specifically, to notice the commission of a resignation, to remove the probationary status of 2 police officers, and to make conditional offers of employment for the position of police officer. Can I get a second? It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor of moving to closed session, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. We're in closed session. Are there any actions to take based on items discussed in closed session?
Yes. Motion to remove probationary status on Officer Lequi and Officer Chisholm.
A second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Is there any other actions to be taken?
Yes. Motion to make conditional offers of employment for the positions of police officer.
A second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. All right, motion carries. Thank you very much, Deputy Chief.
Have a great night. And happy holidays too.
And same to you. All right, now, let's return to item 6 on the agenda, 6B, closed session. Pursuant to section 19.85, subsection 1, subsection C, Wisconsin statutes, the commission will move into closed session for the purpose of considering the employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation of any public employee over which a governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility. More specifically, to notice the commission of a resignation, to get approval of a lieutenant promotion, the approval to create a lieutenant eligibility list, the approval to hire off the existing POX battalion chief eligibility list, and the approval to start a full-time battalion chief recruitment to establish an eligibility list in the case of a vacancy.
I second.
It's been properly moved in second. All right, is there any discussion? All in favor of moving into closed session, say aye.
Aye.
We're in closed session. We are back in open session. Are there any actions to be taken on items discussed in closed session?
Yes. I move the approval of Garrett Christian's promotion to fire lieutenant and move the approval to establish a lieutenant eligibility list.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. The motion carries. Any other action items?
Yes. I move the approval to hire off the existing POX battalion chief eligibility list if needed.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor, say
Aye.
aye. All opposed, say nay. All right, motion carries. Any other action item?
Yes. I move the approval to start a full-time open competitive battalion chief recruitment in the event of a vacancy.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, motion carries. Chief?
Thank you.
All right, we are now at the last item on the agenda, item 8, adjournment. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been properly moved in second. All in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned.
Thank you. Thanks for coming with all the bus